Welcome to the next video of the series, and the topic is fiber to fabric. So what are we going to learn today? Today we will see how the animal furs are converted to the yarn. So before we look at this means how this process is done, so you must know that there are the four different kinds of the fibers which are available to us. The first one is the fibers which you get from the plants, for example cotton. The second is the fibers which you get from the animals, for example wool and silk. And next is the synthetic fibers which are created by the man through some chemical process. And the last one is the hybrid fibers where the synthetic and the natural fibers are mixed together to create the fabric, right? So now as usual, before we answer today's questions, there is a small quiz for you. I'll be showing you some photographs of some animals, and you have to identify the animal, and if possible you just identify means in which locations of, especially in India, you can find those animals. So now what is the name of this animal? Goat or sheep? Now this animal is sheep, and you find this animal in in Haryana, Punjab, Himachal Pradesh, Jammu and Kashmir, and in some parts of the northeastern India as well, for example Arunachal Pradesh and Sikkim. Okay, this one is goat. Now there is a difference between the goat and the sheep. Actually sheep generally have a thick fiber or the thick hair, and the goats generally have a very smooth and the less quantity of the hairs. But there is a one goat which is available in Jammu and Kashmir which also grows the thick hairs, and you find this animal in the northern India. Okay, this is yak, and you find it in Leh and Ladakh, and Ladakh is now a union territory. And what? Okay, now identify this animal. Now this animal is llama, and you might have observed the spelling. It is LLAMA, and it is not a spelling mistake. It is spelled like this only. You have double L in its name. And this animal is found in South America. And there is one more animal which is found in South America. Can you identify this one? It's called alpaca, and this animal is also found in South America. The last animal. This is very easy. You can easily tell that this is a camel, and you find it in Rajasthan. And in fact this picture shown is not from the Rajasthan, because you don't have a seashore in Rajasthan. So this picture is taken somewhere in Australia. So this camel is found in many other countries as well, for example Australia, Saudi Arabia, etc. Right? So now there is some more information for you. Now in this table there we see there are the 6 different breeds of the sheep, and we'll see what is the quality of the wool they give and in which state you can find these breeds. So the first one is Lohi. Lohi gives you very good quality of wool, and you can find this sheep in Punjab and Rajasthan. Then you have Rampur Bushehr, and this sheep gives you brown fleece. Fleece is also called hair, fur, fleece, all are same things. And you find this sheep in UP, Uttar Pradesh or Himachal. Next is Nali. Nali gives you a coarse wool, which is used for making the carpets, and you find this sheep in Rajasthan, Punjab and Haryana. Next you have Bakharwal. Now this sheep gives you very good quality and the soft wool or the soft fibers, and these are used for making the shawls. And this sheep is found in Jammu and Kashmir, which is also Union Territory. Next is the Marwadi, and this sheep also gives you coarse wool, and it can be used for making the carpets and the mats, and you find this sheep in Gujarat. And the last one is Patanwadi, and the wool you get from this is used for making the hosiery items, and this sheep is also available in Gujarat. So that was a lot of information. You can just go through the table once more. All right. Now we'll come to the today's questions. Means how are the fibers converted to the wool? And the first step is rearing of the sheep. Now the sheep are herbivorous animals, and they love to eat grass and leaves. And some rearers also feed them with the pulses, corn, and oil cakes. And they generally keep the sheep inside during the winter season. And the rearers actually also take care of the breeding of the sheep. Just like we humans have the two kinds of the hairs, one is the smooth hair or the fine hairs which you grow throughout the body, and another which are coarse hair or the hard hair which you grow in your beard or the head. So sheep also have the two kinds of the hair. One is coarse hair, which are thick and rough in texture, and another was soft hair, or we also call them as under hair. So during the breeding, the rearers take into this consideration that the parents give birth to a child which grows a soft hair when it grows older. So this is called selective breeding, where the parents are selectively chosen so that their childs grow soft hair when they grow old, right? So breeder take care of the breeding also. Now once the sheep has grown hairs, their hairs are sheared off or shaved off their body through some razors or the trimmers. Hair or fur or fleece, all are the same thing. So during the shearing of the hairs, a small skin also comes out during this process, but this is a painless process. Just like as you shave your hair, it doesn't hurt you. The shearing of the hairs of the sheep doesn't hurt the sheep, and this process is done in the summer season so that the hairs regrow during the winter season and the sheep can withstand the winter season. So during winters, the sheep are kept inside the homes and they grow their hairs during the winter season, and during the summers the hairs are shaved off their body so that the hairs grow again during the winter season. So this process continues. Next, once the hairs are shaved off the body of the sheep, they are scoured. Scoured means they are washed with the water and detergent to remove the dirt, dust, and the oils present in the furs or the fibers of the sheep. Then once the fibers are washed thoroughly with the water and detergent, they are sorted according to the texture, because some hairs are soft, some are coarse, or some are thick and some are thin. So all the fibers are sorted into the separate bins, so that the soft fibers are used for making the sweaters or the shawls, and the coarse hairs are used for making the carpets and the mats. Okay, next process is the cleaning of burrs. Burrs are the small entanglement of the fibers. The fibers entangle with each other and create a small burr-like structures, and these structures are removed from the fibers. And you also find the burrs on the sides of your woolen sweaters, where the arms and the side of your stomach rubs with each other. You find small circular burrs onto the sweater, which you can just peel off from the sweater. So these are the similar kind of burrs you find in the fibers you get from the sheep. So these are removed from all the fibers you have sorted out. Now all the fibers you get from the sheep are either black in color, white in color, or brown in color. But the sweaters you wear are very bright color, so they are dyed before they are converted to the wool, or they are woven into the sweaters or the carpets. So the wool is dyed, or the fibers are dyed to different colors or different bright colors before it is woven into the yarn or into the sweaters. Next, once the fibers are dyed, they are straightened, combed, and rolled into a single piece or single thread like structure, which is called yarn. So this is a single thread like structures. So all the fibers are straightened, then combed, and then rolled into a machine so that they form a single thread like structure called yarn. And finally they are rolled into the different rolls. And the last stage is, once you get the yarn, they weave it into either the carpets or the mats or into the sweaters. So at this stage you have converted all the fibers to your fabric. So let's revise the whole process again. First you start with the rearing, where the shapes are filled with the grass, leaves, corn, pulses, oil cakes, etc. They grow hairs, and the hairs are shaved off from their body during the summer season, and the shaved hairs are scoured or washed with the water and detergent to remove the oil, dirt, and the dust present in the hairs. Then the hairs are sorted according to the texture, like the smooth ones are separated into the one bin, the coarse are separated to the another bin, so that they can be used for making the different kinds of fabrics. Next is the cleaning of burrs. The burrs are the small entanglement of the fibers with each other. They are removed from the fibers. And then you roll all the fibers or comb or straighten all the fibers into a single yarn. And then you can dye the yarn into the different bright colors. Now this dyeing can be done at any stage during this process. It can be done before rolling, and it can be done after rolling also. And the last stage is weaving. In the weaving you convert all the yarn into fibers, like the sweaters or the carpets or the mats. So this was the complete process, how you convert the fiber to the fabric. Now before we end up, there is one question for you. Why do the cotton cloths do not keep us warm in the winter? Or why do we need to wear woolen cloths in the winter? So if you know the answer, just write down your answer in the comments below. And if you don't know the answer, just look up at the description. Now thanks for watching, and see you in the next video on a silk. Bye.